little cleanup, little sweep. Oh, hey, Birdland, didn't see you there. I was just doing a little sweeping. How about them Birds, baby? 15-2, 3-game sweep of the Minnesota Twins to get ready for the All-Star break. Come hang out with me. Let's talk about it. Let's go O's! What's going on, Birdland? Baltimore Bobst here, and I am excited to bring to you, once again, another sweet victory by our Baltimore Orioles, 15-2 against the Minnesota Twins. But hey, before we get into the baseball game, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this content and hit that notification bell, which is going to notify you every time I make a video, which is obviously after every game that the Baltimore Orioles play. And we'll probably do a couple of things here and there on the side as well. But hey, help me grow this thing. Let's get together, fam, and make this thing big and show Major League Baseball what a great fan base we have. So, without further ado, how about them stinking Orioles? 15 runs in one game, setting a season record, and they had 17 hits to go along with it. 6 stinking bombs. I wonder if the Minnesota Twins thought before the game, as they were singing the national anthem, that the bombs really were going to be bursting in air because they were smacking the ball, just absolutely blistering the baseball to end the first half of the season and go into the All-Star break with a ton of mojo. So, let's go into the box score. Hey, how about Gibson? What a bounce back game. 7 innings, 2 earned runs, had 11 Ks to 1 walk. So not only was the offense just smoking, but Gibson had a bounce back game and pitched outstanding to send us into the All-Star break. Hey, that is, 3-4 consecutive starts by starters? Good quality starts? That is huge, because if Baltimore's bats can stay hot, and obviously do we expect them to score 15 runs a game? Obviously not. That's not sustainable. But the fact that they've been putting together these offensive just explosions with the pitching that they're exhibiting right now, man, the sky is the limit for the Baltimore Orioles. Let's go into the box score. So, man, this is a beautiful one. Remember that Yankees game that was so fun to talk about, 14-1? Well, I mean, this is similar. It might even be stinking better. Gunnar Henderson goes 2 for 5 with a ribby. Adley Rutschman goes 2 for 4. And my man had a 461-foot bomb. Good night. Upper deck, I don't know if you can hit it any farther than that. James McCann went 0 for. Santander went 2 for 4 with 2 dingers himself. O'Hearn went 0 for. Mountcastle came in a pitch hint spot and got a base knock RBI. So what a comeback game for him, just to be able to come in there and contribute. So, hey, it's great to see Ryan Mountcastle come back and do some good things for the Birds. Cowser went 1 for 3. Austin Hayes started it off for the Birds with a solo shot. He had a home run. Mateo went 0 for because he didn't have any plate appearances. Mullins went 2 for 5. Hicks went 1 for 4 with a bomb. Westberg went 2 for 5 with a triple. And Ramon Urias also hit a dinger. Count them, 6. Absolute stinking explosion by the Baltimore Orioles. And let's not forget who this is against. That Minnesota Twins team that the Baltimore Orioles just played had the best starting pitcher ERA in the American League. So this ain't like we're playing the stinking A's. They dominated Minnesota in Minnesota. Sweep, clean sweep. No gimme games, just abused them. And that was huge for Baltimore to go into the break. So it's going to be a stinking exciting second half. Vespi came in after Gibson. He went 1 inning. Didn't give up any runs, no hits. Good to see him continue pitching well. And then the Baltimore Orioles brought in Bizzardo to get the last inning of the game. Gave up 1 hit, had a K, didn't give up any runs. So the Baltimore Orioles win 15-2, moving them to 54-35 on the season, 19 games above 500. 19, count them. And unfortunately, the Rays won today. But hey, with the struggles that Baltimore seemed to be having about 2 weeks ago, to the way that they've been playing the last week, and to be 2 games behind the Tampa Bay Rays, going into the All-Star break, man, we are looking good. We are looking real good. A lot to be excited about. So 54-35, 2 games back of Tampa Bay. We're even in the loss column. They've just played 4 games more than we have, and they have 4 more W's. But they obviously ended the first half of the season on a losing note, if you will. So it'll be interesting to see them go to war in the second half of the season. So one of the cool things that I want you guys to look forward to is, hey, we're getting a whole bunch of decorations going. We're going to have a lot of new, you're going to see probably within the next week or 2, there's going to be like a new setup. Like I said, we're going to be doing it big. It's going to be a professional ordeal. Obviously, I am the orator that I am, but I plan on representing Baltimore extremely well for many, 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 many years. So, hey, 2 videos ago, I think it was, I was asking you guys, hey, man, let's get it to 25. And you guys came through, and I appreciate that. I am extremely humbled. You know, a lot of people will say, oh, you got 25 subscribers. Hey, that's a big deal to me. I appreciate it, and I am so fortunate and happy that you would take a little bit of time out of your day and listen to this guy stinking rant. But, hey, it's All-Star break. So do me a favor, like I said, like, share, subscribe, man. Let's get this thing to 30. Let's get this thing to 30, celebrate the Baltimore Orioles being extremely successful, and go into the second half of the season on a high note. You know, there's a ton of people that think that we're a year early. You know, there's a ton of people that say, oh, I think, you know, maybe next year. No, I'm telling you right now that I think Baltimore can compete this year, especially the way that the pitching staff has been pitching the last few outings, and this offense just rocking the way that they are. It's a pretty formidable team right now. I don't think many of them want to play the Baltimore Orioles, and it's probably real good that they go into the break because that's just how stinking hot they were. So once again, hey, love you guys. Thank you guys for taking some time out to listen and like, share, subscribe, and I can't wait until the second half. Way to go, fam. Go Birds. Let's go Orioles.